Hi fam, welcome back again to another video you're not expecting. So guys, so fam, this video, I know what most of you are expecting, but then let me just bust your bubbles. That me, I don't know how to sugarcoat something. So guys, I'm talking about top 20 cities in the UK that has high employment rate, and not just that there's a difference between a country or a city having high employment rate and there is job opportunity. There are two different things. So these cities, they actually have job opportunities, and of course they have high employment rate. And even that high employment rate, it gets subdivision, because there are some countries or there are some cities, even if there is job, even if you qualify for the job, even if you send your CV, send your experience, send your everything, they will tell you that they've seen one person. It's a lie. They did not see any person. Why they did not actually want to hire you is just because of your skin color. So just have it in mind. And UK is not exclusive, inclusive. Okay, UK is not. It's supposed to be okay. UK is not exclusive. Yeah, UK is part of them. I know most of you actually want to migrate to UK, or you're currently in the UK, because it is actually an English is hard. How do people pass IELTS? It is actually an English speaking country. Let me be picking a small spoon. You guys know I'm not so fluent with English. So it's actually an English speaking country. I am sure that's one of the major reasons most of you consider that. So you actually feel like if you actually move to an English speaking country, it's easy for you to like adapt easily and all of that thing. But then you said this English speaking country, say this UK, Nigeria headquarter, UK. When they're talking about this life of black, my dear, they carry top, let me even say like either top 1 or top 2. And the funny thing is just that they actually they like to deny it. They'll say no, they are equal opportunity clinic, even they are the highest of everything. The job will be there, but just for them to employ you, they will tell you that they are not recruiting. And that's why there's actually this a list on gov.uk, list of licensed sponsors to actually sponsor people. Have you guys actually noticed that when you call them that you want to apply for a job, they'll tell you that they cannot sponsor, and then you'll be like, you can go mention that you have the license to sponsor. They say they cannot sponsor. What happened to your license? Nothing. Rat ate it. Did it fall inside water? Nothing. No, just because you're a black person. So sometimes with me saying this, don't actually feel bad because of your skin color, because even they are black British, they actually face the same kind of discrimination. So it's not only you. So this is majorly for some of you that you actually feel like you want to move to another country when you have the citizenship, when you have the PR, and then you get job easily. My dear, you see, PR, citizenship, or whatever it is just for political. It is just like political, I will call them now, just political. It's just for, I don't know how to say it, but just know that if you like the citizen of, assume you're in Nigeria and then you move to UK, and then maybe after 10 years you become a citizen, just know that you are just a citizen by paper. Yes, you are just a citizen by naturalization. In real life, you are not their citizen. For most of it that is in the UK, you'll be able to confirm this. Sometimes even when you want to fill form, as you are a citizen of UK or even PR, when you want to fill form, they'll be asking you questions like, what's your country of origin? Citizenship by what? Is it by birth? Is it by naturalization? Is it by marriage? Is it by clinical? They will ask you. And even at that, they will still ask you for your skin color. Do you know the one that ever used to annoy me the most is all these companies, when you actually want to send job application, or maybe you are filling their job site application, they will ask you, you'll be requested to fill an equal opportunity. No, let me not fast forward. They'll tell you we are equal opportunity employers. We are equal opportunity employer. We employ people regardless of their race, their skin color, they shall speak all those English. Do not put it that according to Act clinical, that clinical, do not say you have requested to fill an equal opportunity employer question clinical. Are you okay with this? Yes or no? If you say no, you cannot continue. But then if you say yes, then you will continue. And then when you now say yes, guess what they'll be asking? They'll be asking you your gender. Gender is even still okay, because we know some jobs are gender specific, right? in that gender, they'll be cutting each lot to it, because according to gov.uk, they actually engaged dislike for black. But then even when they want to ask you, they'll be cutting all this their law. According to Act 222 Kinikan, there's some job that is gender is even still fine. They'll not ask you country of origin. Shebi, if you not put country of origin, shebi, that was supposed to do. It did not do them. They'll not be asking you skin color. Black, shebi, in normal life, the skin color that we know is either black or white. Shebi, if that you be black or white, shebi is okay. Is it that black or white? They will not subdivide it. Black African, black Asian, black American, black Canadian, black. In fact, in that black African again, they have another subdivision. After that, they have another subdivision that you shall be scrolling before you now see Nigeria in the down part. So they have preference. And the funny thing is, when you actually fill this form, they will tell you, you filling this form does not matter. It does not determine your job employability. They will not be like the HR too. I don't apply for a job that I know all these things. They not be like, the HR will not see this. That is just something like it's just between me and you. When you know that the HR will not see it, when you know that it does not determine my job employment, job employability, so why are you asking me? Why are you asking me? They will ask all this, that, and another. You see, these ones they dislike black in a professional way. So that's just something about you that actually like to deny it. So if you've not been to the UK, this is your first time you're moving to the UK, this is one of those things you should actually have in your mind, that as I'm moving to the UK, because it's actually an English speaking country, or because of their economy, because they have high pay, their money, their everything, just have it at the back of your mind that majority of these UK people, they actually dislike black. Just have it at the back of your mind. So since you now know this, and that's why I made this video, so I'm talking about top cities in the UK that actually have high employment rates and job opportunities for blacks. Even with these top cities that I've mentioned, it does not mean that when you see a job, when you just send your CV, bang, they will call you. Mind then you still send CV. You go send CV tire. And if you're moving to the UK or you're already in the UK, just tell yourself that. Just get ready, first of all. Get ready to send as many CVs as you want. And that's why I was telling people that is outside UK that even people inside UK, they're actually struggling to get this job, let alone you that you're coming from outside UK. So just have it at the back of your mind. For some of you that feel like once you enter UK like this, you just be picking that job from the floor. Even ordinary care job to easy pa. It is very difficult to get job. Even if you're in the UK, it is kind of difficult. You still send CV, you still go for interviews, you still fail interview. It's not as easy as you think. So just have it at the back of your mind. So once you've known that one, so now let's dive into it. So these cities, there are some factors I actually consider before I came about this city. I considered the rent. You know, there are some cities in the UK that the rent is very expensive and they will take more of your income. So I considered the rent. I considered the dislike for black. Not as if, like I've explained, UK people, they do not really like us like that. We know. But then they still used to see us as like blacks as slaves to whites. We agree. As long as you're gonna pay us well, no problem. I agree to be your slave as long as you're gonna pay me well. That's just this thing. So I considered the dislike for black. And what else did I consider? Then another thing I considered is these cities is the startup innovation companies that is there. Most of these sorry, calm down. Okay, scrap that. As I was saying, so these cities I actually consider, and that factor I actually considered is new job employment availability. Like these cities, right? I feel like speaking you, but English is hard. Okay, these cities, right? Me I talk am for pidgin. This cities where I won't mention back. Anytime when you go there, don't be say every time when you go there, like even the pidgin service research. These cities they have companies, like they are developing companies, like companies are moving there. So these cities, they are not just for maybe if you are looking for a job. If you are looking to maybe setting up your job and then setting up a business, setting up a job. My life, I don't even know what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is, companies actually move into these cities to actually set up their business there, or set up a branch there, or moving newly, or setting clinical. I shall know that companies are moving there. So you know there's this new visa, UK startup UK visa, startup visa for UK for technology and everything. So most of these companies, most companies are now actually moving to these cities to actually set up their business there. So that's one of those factors that I consider. Then another thing I consider is cost of living. Aside rent, your bills, your every other thing, that's everything I shall consider. Then I came up with these cities. So like I told you, just have it in mind that even telling you these cities, that one does not mean like when you just send CV like this, you just get the job. Just get ready for so many. Unfortunately, but the thing is, you have high chances. So why I'm making this video is for people that, you know, that 98% of all of you that is going for masters in the UK, it's not as if you really want to further. We know it's not as if you really want to further, but then that's the easiest way to jackpot. You just gonna do masters that you did not do in your home country, you gonna do it in the UK. We know. So that's what I'm telling you. And you know that most times, even when you're going there to study, you don't even have your full tuition. So for example, if you actually see a school that actually that actually allows little to no, that actually allows small installment, like £1,000, £2,000. Sometimes I feel like, oh, this city is nice and everything. So before you actually choose a school, it goes beyond the school fees. You have to know the economic system. Let me just use that word because I don't even know what I'm saying. You have to consider the economic system of that city, because not all cities, you know, when you just say UK in general, the economy is okay, but not all cities that has the same economy as the real UK. Just like when we talk about Nigeria, when we talk about Lagos, when we talk about Abuja, when we talk about Ibadan, like, you know that there are different economic kinikon. I hope you understand that. So that's one of those things to consider. Don't just move to or apply to a school just because the tuition is free, is cheap, or the installment, they have more installment, they have less deposit. It is one of those things to consider. But pari because if you've not finished paying your tuition, you'll be expecting to actually work and pay. And one major reason why people actually find themselves doing more than 20 hours that the government says, because they're actually getting low pay for it. So that's another reason I actually considered for these cities, because their hourly pay is kind of high. You know that normal UK minimum wage is 9.81 shebi. Yeah, they actually increased it, 9.81 pounds. But yeah, 9.81 pounds. So for you to actually get more than that, so that you'll be able to save up for your tuition fee, for your accommodation, for your family members back home, and for me that is making this video, yeah, because we're gonna share the money together. So in that view, if you actually work in a place, I be in a city that kind of their what's it called, their minimum wage is kind of high, that one you will not be breaking rules anyhow. And another thing I consider is quality of life, like that you actually get value for the rent you're paying. Like for example, if you pay for 1 bedroom now, and at least you get value for your money. It's not like one city like that, like UK, that we paying, sorry, UK, I said London, that you pay like £2,000 per month, and then you'll be looking at the house. Where is the house I'm paying for? Looking at it, you can't find it. Then another thing I actually considered is more like the bubbling city. Like, it's not like a boring city that you just go there and then after work you just go to your house and everything. So most of this city, we actually have more of Nigerians or Africans there. So I know that when there is more of Nigerians, more of Africa, you can see clubhouse, you can see African markets, you can see all those, they used to organize all these clinical, you can see church, you can see this thing. So you actually be working while still enjoying your life. So that is all the factors I just considered. Do you understand? See, the English is not straight. Just speak it, just read it together. Thanks for your understanding. So the first on my list is not according to first one or anything. So now I'm telling you cities with highest job opportunity, high employment rate, and their minimum wage sort of. So are you guys ready? Somebody will say I talk too much, but if I do not explain to you now, People will just look at the city, and then you get there, you'll be thinking that when you send CV once, you get it. And then come and say this girl is lying. I know they lie. I know they lie. So the first on my list is not like the first on my list. The first on my list is Debbie. Debbie, I've said it. Debbie is not so safe like that. And okay, first on my list is Debbie. So in Debbie, for you to get a job opportunity, let's say there is like 1,000 graduates here, 1,000 people like this. Out of 1,000 people that apply for, maybe they are looking for a job, at least one person will get a job at a time. Yeah. The next on my list is I don't know why I'm laughing. The next on my list is Leeds. Debbie, and then the average income for the minimum wage for Debbie is weekly pay for Debbie is like £600 per week. So next on my list is Biangam. I don't know how to pronounce that, so I'll type it on the screen. Biangim. So this will actually have a lot of Nigerians there. So a lot of African communities. So for Biangim, if you see 1,000 graduates, at least 2 people, at least anyone that you want to use to console yourself, just pick it. At least, not like at least 2 people will actually get a job. Can you see that was like 2 over 1,000? The next on my list is Cambridge. Okay, sorry. In Leeds, their minimum wage is £550. The next on my list is Cambridge. In Cambridge, if you see 1,000 people, at least 5 people will actually get a job out of 1,000 people. So in Cambridge, their minimum wage is weekly minimum wage. It can be lesser depending on clinic. I'm just giving you clinic. So their minimum wage is 600. Their minimum wage is £630 per week. The next on my list is Southampton. I'll type it on the screen. So in Southampton, right? If there is 1,000 graduates, at least 2 people will actually get the job, and then their minimum wage is £600. The next on my list is Liverpool. If there are 1,000 graduates, at least 3 people will actually get the job, and their minimum wage is £550. The next on my list is Aberende. So this Aberende is actually Scotland. So Scotland is like the new hot cake now. Like instead of okay, so in 1,000 people, if you see 1,000 graduates, I'm talking about graduates, graduates or normal people. Put of it, graduates per time, everything. Aberende. So if you see 1,000 people, at least 2 people will actually get a job there, and their minimum wage is £620 per week. The next on my list is Manchester. There are a lot of Africans there too, I guess. I think so. If you have 1,000 graduates, right? If you have next one is Manchester. In Manchester, if there are actually 1,000 people looking for a job, at least 8 people, will actually get the job, and then the minimum wage for Manchester is £515 per week. The next on my list is Glasgow. So the next on my list is Glasgow, and then in 1,000 graduates, at least 2.5. Let me try people to approximate it. 3 people will actually get the job out of 1,000 people. So the next on my list is Oxford. Sorry, in Glasgow, their minimum wage is £550 per week. The next on my list is Oxford. In 1,000 people, at least 3 people will actually get a job, and their minimum pay is £620 per week. The next on my list is Edinburgh. In 1,000 people, 3 people can actually get the job. We actually get the job, and their minimum pay is £620 per week. The next on my list is Belfast. In 1,000 people, right, in it, at least 3 people will actually get the job, and their weekly pay is £550 per week. The next on my list is Milton Keynes. Well, and you learn more. I'll type it on the screen, OJ. Out of 1,000 people, at least 3 people will actually get the job, and their weekly pay is £625 per week. The next on my list is Reading. So in 1,000 people, at least 4 people will actually get the job. So in Reading, their minimum pay University of Reading, yeah, I call is plenty. This Reading show love. So in Reading, their minimum pay is £785 per week. The next on my list is Brighton. So out of 1,000 people, at least 2.5 people, let me repeat people to approximate, at least 3 people actually get the job, and then their weekly pay, minimum wage, is £520 per week. The next on my list is Bristol. Out of, if there is 1,000 people, at least 4 people will actually get the job, and then their weekly pay is £570 per week. The next on my list is, have I said Liverpool? I guess I've said Liverpool. The next on my list is Sheffield. Sheffield is one of those fittest places to work because they actually have balanced work life. But that University of Sheffield, I don't know, it's not me. I don't know, Sha. It's a good school. Let me not talk yet because I'm still trying to. Because I had some universities, like if international students, if they enter Gbege, they don't used to answer them, But then, is you people say that used to cause wahala for yourself? I don't know yet. Don't let me talk the thing that I did not know, plus I'm still making say accommodate people. So Sheffield, Sha. This one is low. So in Sheffield, if there is actually 1,000 people, at least 2 people will actually get a job, and then their weekly minimum pay is £485. I've already said that this school get a zip. The next on my list is Dundee. I remember somebody chatted me that you wanted to go to University of Dundee. I was like, no, please don't. You better pick Glasgow, pick GCU, because, and that's one of the things I'm talking about. Okay, in Dundee, So if there is 1,000 graduates, at least 2 people will actually get a job, and then their weekly pay is £510. Don't they, show love or show love, whatever. The next on my list is Blackpool. Out of 1,000 people, at least 2 people will actually get a job, and their minimum weekly pay is £510 per week. Then the last but not the least on my list is Newcastle upon Tyne. This one, we want show love small. So Newcastle upon Tyne, out of 1,000 people, at least 3 to 4 people can get a job, but then their weekly pay, show love forever. That's £515 per week. And guys, that will be all for today in this video. So far the highest is what? Manchester, I guess, right? Manchester and which other one? I'm sure you see it. So guys, that will be all for today. So that's just for you to know if you currently live in this city, or if you're actually planning to actually move there. Just have it on the back of your mind, whether you're looking for student job or you're looking for graduate job. It's not gonna be easy. So prepare your mind to actually send lots of CVs. And another thing is, because another thing I consider is tier 2 visa sponsorship. So if you actually work in this place, sometimes even when you're doing your part-time job, try to work in an organization, in a company that actually offers tier 2 visa sponsorship, so that when you finally graduate, it will be easy for you to switch. But in reality, it's not always easy to actually get a job. So far, that will bring us to the end of today's video. I hope with this point of mine, I've been able to enlighten you and not discourage you that weekly. It is not easy to get a job in the UK, and what? I don't know. Anyway, all the best. So before you choose a university, make sure to check job availability. No, the first thing is you check the payment plan, check the tuition fee, check your course, check your cost of living, check the job opportunities, check the university, how nice they are to foreigners, because it's not a university that is university. I've heard some gist about University of Bournemouth, be that one that used to have Bonfita, that is, the spelling is like Bonfita, Bournemouth. I've heard some gist about it. So it is not just about you just looking for low tuition deposit school. Look for the one that at least they still like us small, so that in case there is any biggie. Anyways, that will bring us to the end of today's video, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. I don't know why this hair is catching. I bet people that used to wear bun straight, how do you people do it? Because I don't like long hair. I like it short. I prefer it short. Thanks for watching today's video. I'll see my next one. I'll see my next video very soon for thumbnail. How do people wear bone streets? Since I bought it, I can count how many times I've worn it. I think it's for people that is going out, because if it's straight hair now, you just look, hey guys, I just wear, I mean, no be like CPC just waste money by you know. So calm down, Joe. I'm trying to look for thumbnail. Where is my decision showing like I'm doing? This is not fine to like this. I think it's to finish smiling in my videos. Just a small smile, like. Ah, this guy is fine. Ah, wait, fine. I'm fine. As you are looking at me, don't forget to share, subscribe. Even tell people to subscribe, and that's because I am bigger than telling people to subscribe. Don't you get it? If you don't get it, don't forget about it. How do people wear bone straight? Because this hair is not even standing on my head. It won't look shigono. Stay in one place, Jerry. I'm sweating, Louis. Guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is your Umga Ashitavis, and Jesus. That one is okay for you people. You got me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, Jerry. I see my next video, which is now, and I see my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and okay, bye bye.